Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Let me just check my watch. Oh, good afternoon. This is when I'm making my first video. I was waiting for all the conditions to be perfect and I wanted background and all these things, and I decided that's not really who I am. I'm all about spontaneous and the moment and the now. So I'm making my first YouTube video as a bit of an introduction to myself and who I am and what I do, where my passion and my drive is. um, so, for those of you who've heard me talk before, my whole family and my kids is interwoven into my stories because a huge part of my growth came from wanting to be a better parent. So, we go back in time to 2012, I think, and I was just a mom at home. I shouldn't say just a mom because being at home is quite stressful. I was an unhappy mom at home about 10 years at home. I was very angry, I was frustrated. And then I started looking for ways to find what made me happy. And I studied psychology, but I never got a chance to practice it. I then found out, oh my word, things have changed in the last 10 years or more. Uh, and I ended up going back to university, refreshing my degree, which was then 17 years old, doing a board exam, doing before the board exam, doing a internship at the parent center, where I gained a lot of my experience, and an organization I'm really proud to have been part of for helping parents, find their feet and grow and cope with workshops and counseling and all kinds of wonderful tools that they have there. Um, I I don't actually know what, if I start talking about it, there's so much I want to say. But I wanted this video just to be about 5 or 10 minutes at the most, just a little bit about me. So before I start talking about content and all the different things I love to speak about, love languages and conscious parenting, I just want to get you to know who I am. Um, I never thought I would actually be sitting making videos, but I can see the wave of the future is moving in that way. People don't have time to read. I love to read, but even I was a total book lover with a stack of books next to my bed in the corner. You'll see one peeking out. I don't always get the time. So, but a video is quick, it's easy, it passes information on. Hence me saying since last year I'm going to do this, and now I'm doing it. The purpose is I thought I would blog, and I'm not a blogger. I don't enjoy writing. I do enjoy speaking. And last year somebody suggested, then why don't you just become a vlogger, which is somebody who does videos? And then I realized, okay, maybe maybe that is me, and I am now going to be focusing the next few months on just putting content out there. I decided not to do live videos because of the internet connectivity, and I do have teenagers in my house, so it's always a challenge. I'm doing pre-recorded videos so that I can get better quality out to all of you. I would like all the viewers who are out there to subscribe to the channel and then receive, updates when I post a new video. Sorry, my voice. It's the fast, and not allowed to drink any water, so obviously there's frogs in my throat, and they're having a bit of a party at the moment. So the whole purpose of 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 parenting and life and all these challenges, I think, is to grow. And for me and my journey, every time I learn something, I can't wait to share it with people around me. I can't wait to present the content, and I'm like bursting with excitement the moment I finish a book, because I want other people to know what happens to you when you read a particular book. My current book that I'm listening to, and it's actually on repeat. It's the second time that I'm listening to it. I listened to The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and immediately once I ended it, it was 2 hours, I think, or about more, just over 2 hours to listen to. I pressed play and I started from the beginning. And I'm like listening to it the second time, trying to absorb it into my bones. So I still said to my son something about a book review, and he said, "Mommy, why don't you make a video about the book?" And I said, "This is my 10-year-old son, Yusuf, I'm always talking about." And it's a great idea. I mean, I'm so excited. The reason why the YouTube channel has taken this long to come to fruition is my children said, please don't ruin YouTube for me. So I had the doubts that I'm too old, I don't belong on YouTube. And then I decided just to post the video and see what happens, and if there are people who enjoy it and subscribe. There's no other goal but to share and disseminate information. That's my aim. And finally, my kids kind of conceded, okay, Mom, you can have a channel. And now the channel is alive. I created the channel a while back, a few weeks ago, but wanted to have the perfect ambience to do the video. And I decided, stuff that. I'm not about perfection anymore. And those of you who watch previous videos will know I always talk about myself as a recovering perfectionist. And recently I've shifted to a recovered perfectionist because I am done recovering. I am fully recovered. I am aware of the downfalls, the pitfalls. I can see when perfectionism is rearing its head. And part of the video I want to do in the future will be about perfectionism and how it impacts parenting and the things you need to look out for. I want to talk a bit about birth order maybe and how that impacts your life. So there's so many topics, but I also want to hear from you what your topics are, what you would be interested in. And if you are interested in specific topics, then message me, comment on a video saying, talk about this, talk about that. And once in a while, I will do a live question and answer session where I'll come live and then people can come on and ask questions about topics in general or particular videos or content that I've done. I did live Q&A and there were very few people on. So it doesn't always work out like you plan. But yeah, nothing ever does. And it's all about challenging you to accept the as is. So go back to a bit about myself. I've been married for, 22 years. I think 23 this year. I don't know. It's not about keeping track. It's just about being in the moment, I think, and being happy in the marriage. And alhamdulillah, I'm quite blessed in that way. So kids, my son is 19. He's out of school. He's a young adult. That has its own challenges. Maybe that will pop up in a video in the near future. How to survive matric with your child, which was my year last year. All the do's and don'ts and the things I've learned and the things I shouldn't have done and the things I should have done. And my daughter is going to be 16 in August. Yeah, she's 15 and how many months, whatever. Yeah, she's my main growth experience in the way that the mother-daughter dynamic is really powerful. Nothing will really wake you up and shake you to your core like the relationship you have with your daughter, because it is a mirror sometimes of the relationship you have with your mother. You, the mother, and your mother. So a lot of growing has come from that analysis. And that show, if I must talk about mother-daughter, I'll probably be a whole day. Maybe that's a story for a different day. And lastly, my youngest, my baby, who's no longer a baby, is going to be 11 in August. And that's Yusuf. So you'll often hear me referring to stories, and Yusuf is the most popular in the stories because he's still young and a lot of experiences people can relate to apply to younger children. And he's also not banned me from using him as an example as yet. So my teens, however, I hardly post about them because they want privacy. So yeah, a parent must respect children's requests so that they can get respect from their children back. On that note, we've reached 9 minutes in the video, and I just wanted it to be like between 5 to 10 minutes. So this is me, Shenaaz from Happy Confident Me. I'm not even sure how I introduced myself in the beginning. I should have said that first maybe, but okay, I'm ending it off. I'm learning how to make videos, so please be patient with me, and I hope to see you soon. Subscribed and ready to watch the next video.